Okay. All right. So let's look at the market generally, what the market did the week that just ended, and see what the opportunities will be in the coming week. I would like to dwell mostly today on the banking sector. I see a lot of opportunity in the banking sector, maybe due to the new capitalization or something. There is a little bit of pullback that I can see in some stock like Zenith Bank, like which other bank did I even Access? Access did not really pull back, but I saw some pullback in some stock. So what the advantage that we have is when there is bad news in the market and people are trying to dump their stock. As a technical trader, what you go and look for is what is price doing? Is it still valid? Is my trade still valid? If your trade is still valid, there is actually no need to panic. Tomorrow I'm going to be inviting Shem Forex to come and lecture us on money management, or do we call it risk management? Risk and money management, they are very related, because risk management talks about how you uh, manage your trade. When you are in the trade, how you manage your risk. That's risk management. But money management is before you enter a trade, what you do to manage your money is money management. What you do when you are in the trade is risk management. So is what's it called now? They are somehow related. So I'll be bringing our guest. Is a popular person that you know, is the one that took us on traders mindset the last time we had meeting with him. So I've already told him, he said he's going to send the slide. So when he send the slide, I will prepare us. So let's just come tomorrow and see the way this market is. It's all about you managing your risk. If you are too afraid, if you don't want to lose money at all, don't just come to this investment club. Don't come and say you want to start investing, because every decision you make, there is always a risk attached to it. You see me placing trade, saying buy this, buy that. I'm ready to take the risk. That's why I'm taking those trades. I When I teach people on forex trading, I used to tell them, before you take the trade, imagine the worst case scenario, that okay, if this trade goes against me, what am I going to lose? Then prepare your mind, am I ready to lose it? If you are not ready for the loss, don't think of the profit. The profit, everybody can take profit. If I put my children on the chart now and tell them this thing is in profit, take profit, they know how to take profit. It's only losses that is hard to take. So when you know how to manage risk, when you know how to manage your trade, when you are in loss, then you have an edge over others. When people are afraid, that's when I want to buy. That's where I want to buy. Like a stock, I think I sold a stock yesterday or the day before yesterday on Thursday. I just come to the market. I've forgotten that stock now. When I see the chart, I will know the stock. I just come to the market and I saw that they are only buyers, no sellers at all. Immediately I saw it, I just gave the market some units. And you know what I did? The price was, maybe the stock has already gained like 4% or so. Me, I just put 10% on it and I put the trade. Before I know it, somebody came and took the trade. That's how I like to trade. When everybody needs it, that's when me I want to sell. When everybody's afraid, they want to go and dump it, then you come and do your analysis. Okay, what's happening to this stock? Is it that the company wants to collapse? No, now the company is not collapsing. People are just afraid because of Zenith Bank. They reported a profit that is less than profit. I think the profit before tax less than maybe previous year's quarter, and because of that, people are selling. Me, and I come to the market, I bought more of Zenith Bank. So that's how to do it. I'm looking for discount in the market. If I see good stock at good discount, I'll buy it. So let's look at the hot share index, because this is the index that tracks the whole market, and let's see how the market is actually performing. You can see it on the monthly chart, although this current candle is not yet closed. It's not yet closed. Anything can still happen. But if you want to just say, okay, what kind of candle am I seeing now? I'm seeing something like a spinning top. Although we are at a resistance, a spinning top, there is a green spinning top. Then it's telling me that there is momentum in this market. If the market closes like this, I'm still going to be bullish on this in this market, I'll still be bullish, hoping that it's going to test back that high, that 146,952 is most likely going to test it again. So that's the way we actually approach the market. Then let's step into the weekly chart and see what happened. So on the weekly chart, you can see that we have a valid swing up, we have a valid swing down. So we are in a valid range. So whatever is happening, we are waiting for. Nothing is going to happen until two things. Either the market closes above here for a bullish continuation, or market closes below here for a reversal. And if it does that, what are we going to do? We just measure and say, okay, where is the most likely level we are going to find support? I like to find support around here. That's around 50%. That's a discount zone. That's my discount zone when I'm buying. So if markets can do something like this again, maybe break here and come here, then we start looking for buy around this 120. So around 120, we are going to start looking for buy. That is just the all share index. We don't trade the all share index, but I was told that there are some brokers that allow trading of the all share index, but I'm not sure my broker allows it. And even if my broker allows it, do I want to trade the index? I'm not sure. Well, maybe, maybe, but let's just leave that now and look at some of the banking stock that I'm looking at. If you see, or we should just, okay, let me just look at some of the banking stock that I'm looking at, like Zenith now. Let's just look at Zenith. So for Zenith, all right. So what is happening to Zenith on the monthly? Let's start there. On the monthly, you can see that this particular this stock is still on the bullish side. We are still bullish. One, this is a trend line. Inside this trend line, there's a breakout. It tested the upper trend line. We are now about to sit on a support. And what has happened? Previous month was a bearish candle. Is a discount month. And this month now is forming a bearish candle. So if the month should close like this, then we should hope that the following month will be most likely going to be a green month. Most likely. Because if you are, there is a strategy. Let me just try and just explain it. When the market is on a bullish, or it has a bullish momentum, you may not have, it's most likely you will not have three bearish candle, more than three bearish candle. When the market is in a strong momentum, you is not likely. Look at when this happened. From here, look at it. Even this one is more like a spinning top. Nobody. After the third one, what happened? Market went up. This is two, market went up. This is one, market went up. One, market went up. One. So when the RSI is actually above the middle point, which is 50, if the RSI is above 50 now, so when the RSI is above 50 and is moving up, you will not have more than three bearish candle. There is a strategy in binary option that uses this strategy, that when the RSI is above 50, binary option, we are only choosing between up or down. So when the market is the RSI is above 50 now, immediately you see a red candle, you say, okay, put, or call. Is it call or put? I can't really remember. Just buy, that market will go up. If it becomes red, what happens on the second trade? You double it. Let's say you use $1. The second one, you use $2. So when you use $2, that trade also becomes a red candle. Immediately you double the $2 again. You use $4. If you use $4 on the third one, let's say it becomes red again. You already know that RSI is strong. You put the fourth one. You put the third one to be That's 4 times 2. That's $8. By the time the $8 moves in your favor, what have you done? You will make $1 because the first one you lost $1, the second one you lost $2, making $3. The third one you lost $4, making $7. If the fourth trade was right, you will make $8. So 8 minus $1, you are already in profit of $1. That's just how to use martingale when you are doing binary option. So the same strategy goes with this. In a bullish market, when you see everything is strong, you see the first month a bearish candle, you entered. The second month a bearish candle, you entered. The third month a bearish candle, you entered. Most likely after the fourth one, if the momentum is still intact, the market will be a bullish candle. So for me to have a bearish candle again on this chart is a buy. Is a buy. For me, is a buy. And my most important candle body is still here. We are still inside what? The most important candle. So anything that is happening here is still a buy. So let's go to the weekly and see what happened. So what happened? The market is already showing what? A bullish sign here because we have something that looks more like a bullish engulfing. All right. After this, the market shows that it wants to continue. What do we do here? We hold on and wait. Two things in mind. Either this oscillator, which is my awesome oscillator, crosses to the negative side or comes so low. You know, it's still high now. We still have my oscillator is still around the 11. It's too high. If it can come to a low level, like let's say 1 or 2, like here, like 1 or 2 or something, then it's another opportunity to buy. The momentum is still intact, we still buy it. Then let's look at the daily. Let me see what is happening on the daily. Okay, on the daily, what happened? The awesome oscillator already crossed to the negative side, which is my first buy entry. Then my second buy entry is when awesome oscillator crosses to the negative side on the weekly, which has not happened. So this trade is still a valid trade. So if you are looking to buy, I tell you, you can buy this stock. You know, I don't like to recommend stock and tell people you can buy it. But when I see opportunity that I cannot resist, I will just say, let's buy it. So if you can take the risk, just know your risk. How much are you willing to risk on this trade? If it's going to be, let's say, okay, I can afford to risk 20,000 naira, then go and apply your money management. It's already on the Excel sheet that we use for our trade management. Is on my system. So, and I don't have my access to my system now. Imagine I should have just copied that thing out before I have this issue. But before tomorrow, I will get it ready. So what I will just do, I'll just go and calculate what units should I buy to, so that at the end of the trading day or at the end of the trading period, I'm not going to lose more than 20,000. Then manage your risk and you are fine. You are actually good to go on this particular stock. Let's look at Access. Let me see what happened in Access stock. I really don't like Access because Access is too close to a resistance. I've already marked my zone. Let's go back to my monthly. So we are already enter into the monthly resistance here. But where's my most important candle? We have one here. We have one here. Then we have another one here. So whatever that is happening is happening. But for this, it's too close to resistance. That's why I don't really want to talk about this. It's too close to a resistance. So market needs enough strength, enough momentum. We call momentum is the strength of the price. It needs enough strength to be able to break above this zone that I'm seeing here now. So we need enough strength. So that's my own take here. Although I have the stock and I'm still holding it because I did not plan to sell. If I wanted to sell, I would have sold. So we need enough strength to push above that level. Okay, so that is that for Access. So which other bank do we have again? Let me see. I'm not sure Fidelity pull back. I'm not sure Fidelity pull back. It did not really pull back. So you can see momentum. The momentum is still intact. but I won't go and buy this. The momentum is already getting weak, and market is already becoming volatile at a resistance. What do I mean volatile? Is having week above, week below, week below, week below, week below, week below. So we are having market is not moving with momentum. Body of a candle is momentum move, whereas the wick of a candle is what's it called? Is volatility. When price is having too much wick up and down, it means that market is volatile. When market is having body, real body, it means that it's momentum. There is momentum in the price. Just like you will see in Zenith. Let me show you Zenith again. Why I'm looking at Zenith, because there is a momentum move. This candle, see this one, is a decisive move. The momentum was intact. And here too, we can see momentum. Although we hit a resistance, pulling back, it's just like hitting the roof. Then it will come and bounce on the floor. When market hits the roof and is coming back, it will come and bounce on the floor. So that is a good trade for us. And which other stock do we have in the banking stock again? Let me see the one that looks attractive. Okay, UBA. Let me see what is happening to UBA. Okay, for UBA, the same thing goes. UBA has already hit its target. But what is this pullback? Let me measure this pullback. Okay, the pullback is almost like 50%. Let me go and see Zenith's pullback. Is it up to 50? Is it more than 50? Less than 50%. So it's actually in the zone that I like to buy from. Anything below this mark that I have there is a buy for me. So it's already inside where I like to buy from. My first entry is there. Just take it. For UBA, let me mark the same body there. So if UBA can still pull back more, then will give us opportunity. Although it tapped into here, but if you can see it below here, it would have been a very good entry. But mind you, for UBA, I'm spotting divergence, and that divergence is more like something from here. It's RSI that is giving divergence. There's no divergence on the awesome oscillator. You can see awesome oscillator is getting higher, but RSI is already showing divergence. So telling you that the move is already ending. That's what it means. The move is already ending. So we need price to really pull back. We need pullback in price. Okay, in the next 4 minutes, I'll be asking us for any stock that you want me to look at. Which other stock am I looking at again in the banking? I'll just look at the one that I know that is a Fidelity. Let me see Fidelity. I've checked Fidelity. So let me see First Bank. First Holding. I think First Bank is also presenting opportunity for wow. Okay, First Bank did not really, it pulled back and it went back up. It went back up. Let's look at it on the weekly. Wow. Okay, I think we took this trade. Like, when did we take this trade? This chart looks similar to something that, yes, we took this trade when I was saying that we need the price to close above this level, and suddenly market jumped down. And the previous week was what? A bullish candle. Then we now have a doji. So what will happen? Market tested here and become a doji. We need one more week. If this coming week the market is able to close above here, then that target of this is going to be is most likely. But anyone that bought First Bank when it came to 29 naira, I've gotten it at a very, very good price. And that's the price I like to buy from. Anything here, I like those prices. I like those prices. All right, 2 more minutes. Which other stock do I know? Okay, let's look at what's happening to Orlando. Because Orlando has been showing weakness, serious weakness. In fact, in the class yesterday, that was when we started marking all these zones. So for Orlando, from what I'm looking at, Orlando is still a good trade to buy, although the signal is weak, but it's a good trade to buy. It's only presenting opportunity for a buy. Look at this trend line going down. That trend line has already given way. So if I look at it like that, so anything that is happening here, market is just trying to find support. If we can see maybe the oil and gas sector can pick up and something will happen in that sector and will cause something that we push the price up, then we are good to go. Momentum is too low. The momentum for price to push up is too low. But even if you look at the RSI too is very low. You cannot compare it when it was strong like this. So we need force, we need push in the market to push this thing up. So when you want to approach this kind of market or this kind of trade, you just buy some. You buy some and look at what the market wants to do. Because price is actually at a very good discount. Another one that I know that is still running and is not doing well. One more trade is Sunu. I know Sunu is still running and it's not doing like we want it to do, but let's look at it. So for Sunu, it's still sitting on support. What happened? The same thing. There's no momentum. RSI weak. Awesome oscillator also weak. But is the trade wrong? It's not yet wrong. When is the trade going to be wrong? When we see a close below here, that's when we panic. That's okay. The trade wants to be wrong. But when are we more confident than this that this stock wants to resume the uptrend and start going back up? When we see a close above this level. All right. Okay, so this is expert here and here. If you have any question, you have any stock that you want me to look at, and I see it on the in the chat box. Let's see what we have for today. Wow. So sorry. I've been keeping them waiting. Sorry. Do you have any stock that you want me to look at? Lasaco. Thank you. So for Lasaco, okay. What's happening to Lasaco? Lasaco is very weak. It's really, really weak. And my fear is, will it resume? Let's look at it. If you are looking at a long-term trade, that's not going to be immediate. We have one there. This is going down. We have another support here. So where's price? Oh, let me go back to my monthly. Okay, so my challenge with this is that this stock is somehow volatile. It's volatile. It's having too much wick. See what happened last month? It went so high, they push it back. This on this bar, which was around January, it went so high, they push it back. February, it went so high, they push it back. It tapped into here. This one, okay, managed to have body. This one, weak, weak. So this stock is actually volatile. It's volatile. But if you are looking at a long-term perspective of this stock, let's look at a trend line here. I'm not going to include that That's this week is just too much of week for me. And when we look at the most important candle here is here. So what is happening is that market is just trying to consolidate inside this candle. Okay, so if it's consolidating inside that candle, if it's consolidating here inside this candle, okay, it tapped into here, and instantly we have a bullish move at this level. Okay, so everything that is happening, okay, you know what we'll do? Let's use Fibonacci and measure. The stock doesn't have too much strength, that's momentum. But if you are looking at it maybe in a long term uh, perspective, then the stock is good around 2 naira 67 kobo. If you have it, you can hold on, wait for this month to close. But if you don't have it, then you can buy even at this price. Do you understand why I said that? Because last month was a bullish candle, although it has a wick above. Then this month is now hovering around the opening of last month's price, which is here. The opening is here. We like to buy around opening. The opening is there. And even if you see, was like a resistance. There was a resistance here. Okay, price came like this, touched it, came again, touched it, manages to break it. Now it's trying to find support here. If you don't have it, then you can buy it. You can buy it at this price. Then wait for the month to close. When the month closes, see what is about to happen in the following month. Then whatever that happens, then we now determine. If it's coming down lower, then you can now buy more. But if you don't have it at all and you are thinking of buying it, buy this price. This is a good price for that Lasako. Oh, where's my chart? Where's my chart? Okay. Okay. So Sterling Bank. Okay. I didn't have Sterling Financial Holding. Oh, price is just touching a resistance. So my fear with Sterling now is that it's too high. Except you are aware of any information that you think that will push this thing up again. I don't actually like buying here. When this stock was around here, that would have been my entry or here. But now that it's on the mountain, I'm afraid. Let me mark my resistance. See that mark, that zone. That's the swing high. Okay. So if this is the swing high, where's my most important candle? Is here. Although price is still struggling inside, it managed to touch the high, coming to the low again. So if I'm going to approach this stock now, I would have loved to use my second most important candle like this. So if you must buy, I don't like the chart the way it is. I don't like it. But if you must buy, if you see it at 7 naira 10 kobo, this opening, or 7 naira, buy some. You know why? I don't like buying when it's already hitting a resistance. As a trader, the best time to buy, although it looks as if you didn't get a good entry, but it is a better trade than buying here. You wait for the price to go up and break it and start coming down. That's when you now buy it. That's the trader's mindset. But you know, maybe an investor, you'll be wondering that I saw this thing at 7 naira, I did not buy it. It's now I want to go and buy it at 8 naira or 9 naira. The thing is, at 9 naira, it is clearer that it's going up than when it is at 7 naira. It was at 7 naira. So 7 naira is actually cheap, but I'm not sure if it will go up or not because it's actually hitting a roof. So until that roof gives way, if market shows that yes, I have enough strength to break this roof, and is able to break the roof and now make the roof a floor, then I know that he wants to aim for the next roof. That's how to approach it. And if you want to look at the trend is up. Let me put the trend line so that we see what is happening there. This is higher high, connect the low. This is the trend line. So what's happening? You can see that we have confluence of what? Resistance there. Price is still inside here trying to break above there. Okay, let me check another level. I think that's the best. This is the best fit for that. That's the best fit. So I think it works well like that. So until you wait for this price to give way, then it becomes clearer. Now depends on what your investment objective is. Let me check it on the daily and see. Okay, so you see on the daily, we have a cross. So it's actually good for a first entry. Buy some, wait for the month to also do the same cross. Buy some, then wait for the week, then wait for the month. That's how we approach it. Which other stock are we looking at now? Okay, please can we look at Zenith? I've checked Zenith. Maybe you are just coming in, so I'll upload the video. Access, UBA, we've checked Access, we've checked UBA. Sovereign Insurance and Multiverse. Okay, yes, you get the video. So Sovereign Insurance. Sovereign Insurance. Okay, you can see this is a bullish continuation. There was really no pullback for an entry. You see what happened? It didn't pull back into my most important candle. So it just came and it started from here and started going up. So it now depends. Let's look at it. Oh my God. You see that it pulled back. You see why I like to, if you had wanted to trade this stock now, you would have gotten it at around this price. You see, it even did 50%. So would have gotten it here. See that I came to almost 50% of that retracement. And I like to buy anything below 50%. It's good for me. You see what happened? This candle, when everybody was panicking, it was an opportunity for us to buy because it came into this zone. And this zone was actually a momentum zone. You know what I mean by momentum zone? This is a fair value gap because the high of this one did not touch the high. So actually, this is a momentum zone. And what happened? Market finds support inside that momentum zone. All right. So that would be have been my. It's now becoming a premium price. Except you know what you. This stock is going up anyway. From this price action is going up. After this red, this one, we see a green candle and we see a green candle. And last week or this week that just ended, what is this candle? This is a pin bar. Everything is indicating that this thing wants to go up. But how far will it go? We are going to take profit at where the previous high. So let's look at it. The risk is now like this. The reward is like this. What's the risk? The risk is 30 something percent and the reward is 20 something percent. You see that for a trader, it's not really adding up again. But for an investor, you can still take it. Let me check another person. All right, so we have Multiverse. Multiverse. Go back to my monthly. Okay. Motiva 2 is good. It's good. It's good. Okay. This is the stock that I think I sold. Is it this one? It looks at the charts of the stock that I was saying that I sold. I think it's this. Okay. I think it's this, but I can't really remember. But it looks like the chart. It looks like the chart. So for this was the entry. If you have entered around here, this would have been a very good ride. Telling you, this would have been a good ride. You have been in like 70% profit now. But to go and buy here, don't even near it. Don't buy there. Whether investing or trading, just don't buy there. It's not really worth it again. Because where we are going is this. At least in the meantime, where we are going is this. And what if market gets here and start falling? Because momentum did not really go after this price. See momentum. Momentum is already fading. And price is now going up. Price going without a momentum support is an indication that there is close to the end. That's why we use momentum divergence as what's it called now? Momentum divergence is actually a method of featurizing price movement. We call it leading indicator. Anytime I see a momentum divergence, I know even if price is going up, most likely it's going to reverse. It's going to reverse. Price going without a volume support. It's like price is going higher, but the volume is coming down. It doesn't have a support. So for this, I'm not too comfortable with it anyway. On the weekly, what happened? Okay, on the weekly, last week was a straight bullish candle. It's going up, right? But the entry is really not worth it. Which other one are we looking at? Okay. Public offer at 7 naira, good to buy. Which stock is this that you are saying public offer, good to buy? I did not see the stock. Oh, Legend Hint and Ella Lake. Thank you for mentioning this Legend Hint. Because I think I bought that stock also. And it's doing like minus 10%. All right, but it's picking up. Remember the last candle that we saw that I said this is like a liquidity grab. Look at it on the monthly. My God, if you don't have this stock, go and get it. If the month should close like this, it is a perfect liquidity grab. We've seen this stock many times. So on the monthly, is a perfect liquidity grab. On the weekly, rather, you see what happened? This was the first bearish continuation pattern. This candle, and immediately we have a bearish continuation. What happened? We have a bullish takeover, and after that bullish takeover, what are we seeing? We are seeing another bullish candle this week. So where's the confirmation of the trade? We need a close above here. It's not happened yet, but when that happens, that's a close above that level that I marked. When this happened, then we aim for first target should be around 6 naira or 7 naira. That's 6 naira 95 kobo or 7 naira. Then the next target, then we don't know. Maybe this will be another Ella Lake trade because the pattern looks similar. If you see the handle here, the cup is about to be formed. Let me draw the cup so that we can see it. Okay, let me take it from here to be conservative. Remember this pattern? So anytime I see this pattern, it's most likely we are going back to that 8 naira zone. So that is that for Legend Hint. It's still at good entry. If you get it, anything around 5 naira 30 something, 5 naira, you can still pick it. You can still pick it. Then Ella Lake. Ella Lake is pulling back. But let me tell you my fear about Ella Lake. All right, see what is happening. See where I like to enter from. Okay, see Ella Lake pattern. You see the similar thing that happened in Ella Lake. Also like this, and we have this hack. And market was bouncing, bouncing, bouncing until we have this. That's what I want to happen in that legend int again. So this might be, legend int might be another Ella Lake that is in the making. So please, if you are looking for stock to buy. Okay, so for this, for Ella Lake could have been very good at this price when it was below my 50%. You see my entry where I like to enter from. Anything below this zone. When it came to this price of 10 naira 50 something should have been the price to enter. But as it is now, you know me, I'm not a fundamentalist, so I may not be able to gauge the what's it called, the company performance, or match it with the price, whether okay, due to what they are doing and the businesses they are going into now, maybe the price should be able to push back to 19 naira. Although from what I'm seeing, it's likely if the month should close like this, there is higher chances that this stock will still go up. But my fear is, what is the risk versus the reward? So entering here now, the risk is going to be something like 33% for 50. So if this stock fits into your risk profile, you can actually take it. You can actually take it. But me, I would have loved to enter at prices below here. That's when I get the best risk reward. I'm risking 20% for 70%. That's Hella Lake. Okay, Sterling. Okay, they have public offer at 7 naira. So let me go and check the Sterling again. Okay, public offer at 7 naira. I think it's good. So if you can take it, take the public offer. Public offer price is good. So you can take it. I've seen some stock like the public offer will even be higher than market price. I don't know what they are trying to come up with by doing that. No other no other stock that you want me to look at. Okay. So since there is no other stock, charms. For charms, okay. Charms also is hitting into a resistance. Hitting into a resistance. I don't like buying into a resistance. That's just my trading style. Some people they know how to do this thing very well, but me, I'm not too comfortable buying into a resistance. Price is hitting resistance. I don't want to buy into a roof because the chance that it's going to break it might be slim. And already we are already having week. This month, the month of August, no, not August, July, week, month of August, week, September also having week at a resistance. I'm afraid. Let me check it on the weekly. See what happened. He even tapped into it and forming a red candle. You see what happened? Market tapped into it and formed a red candle. So first red candle, second red candle, double top. Let's look at the trend line. So when price is able to cross below here, so what are we saying? Okay, I'm afraid of this zone. I'm afraid of that zone. I don't like buying into resistance. So that's my take anyway. Dangote Sugar. Okay, auto trade. They are still running. Oh, I still have them. Dangote Sugar. Okay. Dangote Sugar is already getting weak anyway. Okay, it's already getting weak. See momentum. Dangote Sugar entry was around here. Now he even tapped into 70 something naira, but we have weak here. But the last candle that formed is what is giving me confidence. And it's still making me to hold this stock. When we look at the body of this candle that formed, where is price now? Although it tapped into here, 53 naira, but it's now here. If the month should close like this, let's hope that it will hit back that 74 naira, 75 naira. If the month should close like that. So that is that for this. This is more like a spinning top. This is more like a spinning top. Let's go down and see the last week. Last week was what? A rejection. Bad candle with that body. For confirmation, we need another candle to close above like this. That's for confirmation. And if you look at my most important candle here is here. So price is also hitting into a resistance there. So we need a clear break. A clear break happens when we see a buy above there. That's what we are looking for. All right, Mr. Lofty Hill Crown. I'm with you. All right, you can speak. I see your hand, Mr. Lofty. Okay, I think maybe that was a mistake. So let's see Dangote Cement. Dangote Cement. The same thing is happening here.
Hello,
All right, sir, you can go ahead. Oh, yeah, this is weak. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
and P said,
PZ. All right, PZ. That's okay. I'll check PZ now. For Dangote Cement, this price action is not good. We have, and you see that momentum is not following price. Momentum is not following price. Although I'm not too comfortable again. This month, the month of August was what? A pin bar. The month of September is forming small body, which is not very clear. Small body. That would be the second bearish candle. But the most important candle here now is going to be here. We are looking for fresh entry for this stock. Anything below here. Anything below there, or that price, or anything below there. That would have been good. That's number one condition for entry. Number two condition for entry is that I want my awesome oscillator to be in the negative side. Okay, it has crossed back up. So if you cross back down, then we'll be good. And mind you, this stock doesn't really have much volume. That's why we are seeing flat weeks. PZ. And this will be the last that I can take for tonight. Okay. Okay. I think we analyzed this stock in class yesterday. So let me remove them and show you what I'm seeing. So price is actually getting weak there. You see this pattern now that we normally spot that gives us good return. So it broke it, came down here, bounced off. So we are actually at a resistance now. Price is at a resistance. And what has happened at that resistance? A divergence. Momentum is weak there. That's what it's saying, telling us. Price went higher. This came lower. So what are we going to do? We are going to measure from this high to the, so if you see the stock at any price below here, below this 50%, would have been good. Anything below there will be a good entry for this kind of pattern. But buying here, risk reward is not going to be good. Because when you see this pattern, you can actually risk it to that level. But the lower the better. Let's say we got the price entry at around 25 naira. So it's getting more attractive. The lower the better for this stock. But there's divergence. Market is telling us is weak. Is weak. Is weak. So the best way to approach it is to wait for a clear break. Then you now join. That's trading perspective. You wait for price to break and tell you that it has the momentum to break. Then maybe pull back, then continue. We don't buy under a resistance. We buy as support. So you wait for price to make that price a support. Then you now use it as entry. Although you are buying at a higher price, but you are now buying at a higher probability. Higher price, higher probability is good for trading than low price, low probability. Don't want to buy and be seeing your portfolio showing red, red, red. All right. So that's all that we can take tonight. So I will upload the video for anyone that wants to watch. So tomorrow we are going to be having Shane Forex to put us through on money management, money management or trade risk management. So that's what we are going to be doing tomorrow. All right. So good night, everyone. I wish you all a very lovely night rest. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that's all that we can take. Bye, 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 everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.